If you look at free agents, what are you looking at? Sam Darnold, I don't think that's a good idea for the money you're going to spend. Zach Wilson, please give me a break. Trey Lance, give me a break. Drew Lock, we've already tried that. Daniel Jones, he's a bust. Justin Fields, maybe Justin Fields. I don't know.
Yeah,
we'll see.
That's
but
the maybe
I
of the
would
year.
think, knowing John Schneider the way that I do,
Do you know him personally?
Yes, we're buddies.
Okay.
He's got a plan of what he wants to do. This wasn't just a see you bye thing. This was, we have a direction we feel we can go. I know that John Schneider loves Sam Howell. He's talked about it for about 3 or 4 years now, even before he was drafted. He really likes him and feels he's a quality quarterback. You got to give him some grace for the season he had in Washington, even though he had a 4,000-yard season with all those interceptions. I mean, that was a pretty messed up team he was playing
For
with.
what it's worth, put me in that camp too. I actually like Sam Howell. Do I think he'll be like top tier of the NFL? No, but I don't think it's out of the realm of possibility he could exactly give you what Geno Smith was giving you.
Well, think about if you put a line in front of him, how good could he be?
Yeah, I mean, Geno himself was not exactly a risk-free quarterback. He was number 3 overall this past season in interceptions for the league. So Sam Howell, that's part of what is the downside of him. But if you could be middling in record-wise, as the Seattle Seahawks were last year, with still having turnovers that Geno Smith was giving you, I like Sam Howell's upside more than I liked Geno Smith's. So I don't know that the Seahawks can't replicate what they did last year. Maybe a little bit better, have at least a little bit higher ceiling.
Think about it. If you have Sam Howell, if you go after free agency and you get some line people through that in the draft, and you get himself a good line in front of him, they've got the defense in place. They've got the running backs, right? You got Charbonnet, you got K9, you got McIntosh, you got a 3-headed monster back there. You still got JSN, who's probably your number 1 receiver as it is anyway. If DK stays, which I think ultimately no one's going to. DK's problem is he's going to demand a $30 million contract next year, and he's probably going to cost you a first rounder. Yep. No one's going to do that. It's too high of a
double
price.
Cost for
so
him,
he probably winds up staying in Seattle this year. That's my guess, is he probably stays there. So you have those weapons on the outside with a line in front of you. I think Howell could have a surprisingly great year, and they're not spending a lot of money on him. That gives them the room to do the things that they need to do. It puts them back in the situation they were in when you had Russell Wilson on that rookie contract, and you spent the money on the defense, and you spent the money on the other pieces, and look what they did. So I think they're in a better place than people are trying to react to this morning. I think this is not a bad thing.